My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. We have a primary and an allied clan that are both randomized, and we are going to increase finally, after having achieved level 10 on all characters, therefore having all cards and relics unlocked. Covenant 2. Add a dead weight to your starting deck. Let's go. So basically it's got, they're cumulative, so we'll get the effects of both of the Alright. I did have this clan combination, like, both of the last two episodes, but in the second episode, by trying not to build the same build, I killed my run. So I'm just gonna go wherever the run leads me. Oh. Interesting. The Impsicle got a lot worse. It got a lot worse in the update because the Impsicle now gives you imps. I mean, the imps themselves, some of which have gotten worse, like the Pyre Chomper is now 1 mana and gives you 4, so it's 3 positive rather than 0 mana gives you 5 positive. But all of the imps now cost 1 as well. Cuddlebeard. I know that I went for a Frostbite build in the last, but the Frostbite build in the last was basically the capstone at the very end. This would be building around it. I like that. I like that. Apply Frostbite 7 to the attacked unit. Why not? Sounds good to me. You can have as much armor as you would like. I am very powerful right now. I want a train steward in the opening hand though, please. Steward, Tethys. Guardian Stone behind, fortify you, set up a train steward on the next floor. We're good. You gotta take that out. That 5 armor on you is actually really annoying. Okay. I crypt build on this floor and that's fine. Nice. Yeah, this should kill the boss pretty easily. Well, I thought it would kill the boss pretty easily. Huh. Oh, right. No, never mind. It will. It's going to be a little delayed. Yeah. We put a bunch of frostbite on the target, so it will die. It's just dying on a little bit of delay. Nice. Gotta remember that Frostbite's damage is obviously dealt over time. Well, look, there's an offering token and we have 2 crypt builders and we also have an incant trigger, so we have to take the offering token here. You don't turn that down there. Hornbreak might be worthwhile getting a single copy of for having the ability to target a backliner. I'll take one. Offering Monument, especially with a bunch of 0 costs already in the deck and the offering token. Yes, we'll take an Offering Monument. It's a good setup. So over this way, I would be looking to get a Stygian unit, upgrade it. I'm more interested in that, specifically because I'm looking for more Frostbite. Okay. Incant gain 1 armor is really nice. Titan Sentry applies Frostbite 4 to enemy units on Revenge. It would be a nice tank. Sure. Let's take it. Let's also give you Incant gain 1 armor, so then you'll be the frontliner, then Offering Monument, the Guardian Stone, and then Tethys behind you is how this is built so far. I could re-roll and go for another thing. Sure. Quick. I actually think none of these are interesting to me. Ideally, I would have gotten more health on either the Titan Sentry or the Offering Monument, or even possibly the Guardian Stone. Take a unit draft. They've got extra damage, but I've got a big tanky unit. you just for the draw. Great. Thank heck I had the ability to kill the backliner there. It's fine. The Frostbite is going to ruin these units. Yeah, you're dead before you get to the top floor. You're dead before you get to the top floor. Armor, offering token, throws away a Crypt Builder. This is the dead weight, by the way, just in case I didn't make that clear at the start. In fact, I know I didn't. It's unplayable and unpurgeable, and it's in our deck. Unpurgeable means I cannot remove it from my deck. Oh, baby. This is looking real good. Oh, I love these offering tokens. Oh. There you go. Stack a bunch of Frostbite. So Frostbite is really good at killing bosses because they'll take the Frostbite damage every single end of round in the combat at the end phase in the boss rush. So what I need to worry about is, can I kill a normal floor? That's going to be a little bit of an annoyance for us, right? We've got Tethys, we've got the Titan Sentry, but that's not going to do a dent in an 80 health unit. So I still need to find more here. Another offering token. That's really good with the Crypt Builders. They're going to help me take care of those units right now. In the future, I'm still going to need something else, though. I don't think I take any of those. That's what I'm looking for. Corkelia. Apply Frostbite 5 to the attacked unit on sweep. Great, another unit. Okay, so at this point, what we're thinking of is more like Guardian Stone doesn't even get played. We go Offering Monument. When the Offering Monument exhausts, it's Titan Sentry, Corkelia, and Tethys behind. Am I duping anything right now? No. Double stack on a spell? I don't have anything with Frostmite is the problem. Let's quickly look at the Concealed Caverns before we do anything else here. Okay. Okay. So we get a rare draft from one of these classes. What would work the best for us? Umbra, Melting Remnant, or Awoken? Do I have access to the logbook? I do! Alright, let's have a look at the logbook. So I am looking for rares, and I am only looking in the classes Awoken, Melting Remnant, and Umbra. Actually, hang on, I can't look at all of those at the same time. It looks like, okay, cool. So here's all of the rare Awoken cards. Awoken Rail Spike, kind of useful. Not hugely. Vine Mother, yeah, a little bit, I guess. Spreading Spores, theoretically, but I really don't want to do that. Cycle of Life, eh. Expensive. Yeah, it's probably none of these. Closest would be the Wildwood Tome, but since, I mean, I do have sweep units, but Frostbite still triggers at the end of the turn, so yeah, it's still not great. Okay. Umbra. That's not a collectible card. So there's another one on the next page. Shadow Siege. 6 mana, 200, 200, takes 5. I do like that. I don't think it's necessary in this build even slightly, but I do like it. Trample, no. Wretch, no. No, most of these don't necessarily help us either. Blazing Bolts would actually be nice, but, you know, Blazing Bolts is the only one there I really want. Getting Formless Child or Legion of Wax just transforms my run. Bounty Stalker as well. Like, each of those could be just units by themselves. This is weird. I actually kind of don't really want any of these. I'm going to take the Melting Remnant because it has more than I want in any of the others. And I may end up going money. Formless Child, Extinguish. Return a random defeated unit to your hand. Enhance it with +40. What can we do with that? I'll tell you the first thing I think. We could get Coccalia dead, then kill the Formless Child with a torch, get Coccalia back, and then play Coccalia and have a 41 damage sweep unit. I actually don't think that's important. I'm gonna take the money. We don't have many units die. This would be really difficult for us to set up, right? We want to set up our Frostbites on the bottom floor so that they have the 3 floors to tick the entire time. And then Wickless is obviously, that's mostly a synergy piece with Remnant cards. Oh well. Oh well. Hellhorns, Consumer Crowns. Well, now, if we did have the Impsicle, this would be the pick, but it's not, so we don't. Sorry, but we don't, so it's not, rather. We invest. Let's 10 magic power. And something piercing? I could see that. Sure, extend your range a little. Lower your costs as well. Reroll. Consume removal. Nothing that affects. I'm going to manually lower the cost of many of these. And then increase your damage as well. So I'm manually lowering the cost of those because I don't want to go for spells, damage spells cast on this floor cost -1 as well. Because I do want to focus entirely on getting Frostbite so we like ruin the Seraph with Frostbite. Okay, this is fine. We'll go Train Steward there, Coccalia behind, Tethys at the very back, then armor on Coccalia. We still want to set up on the bottom floor for the sake of, you know, the Yeah, we want to set up on the bottom floor for the sake of the boss, and don't want to set up on the bottom floor for the sake of the clergyman, but as I do. Gonna need to start casting spells. Lots and lots of spells. That's really good. Ooh, you've got a lot of frostbite on you. Where'd all that come from? Let's get rid of the Guardian Stone because we can't play it this round anyway. Oh, the incant triggers. It's not the incant triggers. Sorry, it's the enemies have explosive sigil, so they deal 1 damage to my my Titan Sentry, which has revenge. Apply frostbite 4 to enemy units. So yeah, Daedalus is having a real bad time right now. Although I'm also having a really hard time keeping my minions alive. Need the extra space so I can put down the offering monument eventually. Thankfully the boss fight's not going to be a problem. Easy. Clean up on Isle Daedalus. Gifts for a guard. Draw 3 spells and enhance them with Consume. I don't want to give them Consume. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 2 times the number of spells in your deck 3 times. So it does 26 damage 3 times. The thing is, I cut the worst cards from my deck consistently. It's like, the torches are going to get out of here. What if I just put more spells in instead? Then I have a difficult time setting up because Cold Kalia and Titan Sentry are fighting to be the first card in my first hand. And if it's Cold Kalia, I have a really bad time. As we just saw there, we barely survived with the Titan Sentry out front. I'm gonna take Ancient Synergy, leave myself open to it. I don't want another Titan Sentry. Difficult to trigger 2 Revenges at the same time. Most enemies only hit the frontline unit. And I'm not going to take a Guardian of the Unnamed. We're using the Titan Sentry effectively as our Guardian of the Unnamed. Gonna look to get another Incant trigger on it. I could go extra capacity here, honestly. Like, it leaves me open to have the Offering Monument on that floor, and then later, the Guardian Stone instead. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Gives us a lot more health. Makes us a lot more resilient to sweep as well. I like the artifact over here as well as the coins, but more than that, I think I like the Stygian unit upgrades and removing 2 of the train stewards almost certainly. Okay, Incant for armor gain. Pop that again on Titan Sentry. If we find the rail beater again, I can't be held responsible for that. That's not me. That's the game. No, I don't need another Colkellia. I'm fine. If anything, I need multi-strike on the Colkellia I already have. Ooh. Sweep applies it to everyone. Don't. It's fine. This is still good against bosses. Goodbye, Train Steward. Bye-bye, Train Steward. Multi-strike. Thank you. Pop that on the sweeper. And honestly, also just gonna give you a little bit of extra damage. And the health? Health will go on the Offering Monument. Damn, that was a good shot. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. What a good job. Yeah, enter with armor 10. It's not a problem. And I also kind of need the money. Okay. You're dead next round as well. No, I don't have the ability to kill the thing in the backline. Okay, hang on. I might still get the ability to kill it. I need to draw Hornbreak off of this Frozen Lance. That's not going to do it. It's not going to work for us. Fine. Frozen Lance you again. There. Offering token. See if I get... I do get Crypt Builder. Great. Missed out on 75 gold there, unfortunately. It happens. It's Offering token past the Crypt Builder. Keep fortifying. I love this Offering Monument so much. It's so powerful. You get your whole setup so quickly with it. And now I have space for my my Guardian Stone instead. Absolutely have to love it. Okay. Then I can just throw that at one of you. Looks like I've already got my kill with ease. Yeah, Frostbite stacking is it's good. It's good. It's very good. No, I don't think any of these are necessary. I could put a Cuddle Hex on the top floor. Hold an extra card for an extra turn. But I'm worried about... No, wait, the Cuddle Hex counts as a spell, right? Because it's mage. It'll still die a lot of the time. Do I need every card to be good in every situation? Not necessarily. I'll take it. Inferno would be good if I wasn't setting up on the bottom floor for the sake of getting as many frostbite triggers off as possible, because Inferno is going to... Inferno, in my opinion, is best used in decks like this for helping to whittle down the 2 big dude rounds that you face later on, where you've got 2 big dudes, like 8 140 or 8 160 as the case may be, and 2 of them. So it's really good for working those down as well as just killing occasional rounds. Inferno is so good. I love it so much. Can't take it here. Because by the time I actually or by the time Inferno, where Inferno would give me the most value, I am already giving myself value that precludes my use of Inferno in that way. Using Inferno in other ways on a different floor also takes away from the value that I am doing on the bottom floor. They don't seem, they are soft anti-synergize, I would say. Spell upgrades are super important right now, specifically lowering their cost. Permafrost on a Crypt Builder. It's very good. So that I always have it in hand to throw away. Ancient Synergy, lower its cost, I think. And I'll reroll. Holdover. Holdover on an offering token completely invalidates the Crypt Builder, but... Or I could hold over a Crypt Builder. I'm gonna hold over an offering token because it basically says if anything has offering as a keyword, play it for free. That's what this says. I am gonna lower the cost of Ancient Synergy again. Just cast it like a spell, pretty much. Should I also increase the damage of the other... Yeah, I'll increase the damage of the other Crypt Builder as well. I like the whole, you know, the buy everything out strat. It's feeling good. Let's train stewards out of here. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when you move off a floor. We've also got Clipped Guardians here, which have 90 health on them. That is really annoying. Exceedingly annoying. With the Crypt Builder, I think I can still kill them. And I really, really, really want the artifact. That could be the worst decision I've made, but it could also end up being the best one. We'll just have to see. Faster setup there, great. Titan Sentry obviously has to go in front. Yeah, it's starting to look like that Clipped Guardian is pretty free kill right there. Crypt Builder. Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance. Back again. Discard the Crypt Builder. I'm gonna destroy you with the Crypt Builder. You still die now. Great. Then straight onto the armor, defend, and blow one up. Yeah, just for the incant trigger. Okay. It's offering a Crypt Builder first, obviously, and then get the Guardian Stone down finally. In a while. Then I'll throw the Cuddle Hex on the top floor, keeping this torch. also going to torch my own unit here because then I freeze this whole hand, basically. And by basically, I mean very literally. So everyone appears to die here, is what I'm getting right now. Can I save any of my own units? Yes, I can. Now I have my own units living. Great. It's a lot of frostbite. Friendly units enter with armor 5. I was almost very excited. I thought this was the Railhammer for a second. I was like, ooh, armor relic, but this is not the armor relic I'm looking for. This is an armor relic still. Don't need any of those. Battering ram does work for all of the units that I have on the floor. Sure, let's take it. If I cost reduce that enough, it'll be fine. I already have a dupe over here, and I have a lot of things that are very powerful in this deck. Like another Ancient Synergy, honestly, doesn't seem like a bad idea to me at this point. Over this side, more spell upgrades, as well as the Concealed Caverns. That's actually pretty appealing as well. Fine. Cost reduce, reroll, cost reduce on the battering ram seems really good to me right now. Well, I've already removed all of the garbage monsters, so I guess I have to. I guess I have to get a garbage torch out of here or something. Maybe it's a garbage frozen lance. Torch actually gives me some backline damage I can target. It's close. It's close, but the other one does more frontline damage, and I will need some more frontline damage, or will still need more frontline damage going on. Cost reduce, battering ram. Roll. Cost reduce, battering ram. I'll send magic power? Yeah, that should go on something. On the free frozen lance. Obviously, that's not part of my end game plan, but it can be part of my game plan in the meantime. I very much only try and build the end idea of the deck rather than work in what the deck currently is at the moment. That's definitely something I need to work on. Torch out of there. Let's go. Offering Monument, Calcalia. Fortifies is so good to get that started as well. You know what? Cuddle Hex on the top floor. It's gonna set up for later. Both of them are already dying. I don't need to start getting a bunch more incant triggers right now. Offering a Crypt Builder. So how much damage is the battering ram at this point? 140. And we haven't even really put the Guardian Stone down yet. Whoa. That's a lot. Offer another Crypt Builder at him. Frozen Crypt build? Dang. Really would have dug a Crypt Builder there as well. At least we got it back in hand, so it'll froze. It'll froze itself. Okay. Offering past the Crypt Builder for a ridiculous amount of damage there. So fortify, fortify. Can't wait until we get the Guardian Stone out. I don't need to throw either of these. There's 2 points of armor on the Titan Sentry every time I do, though. Making all damage spells cost -1 on this floor would be really good, but If that gets offered to me later, I might not be able to avoid taking it. I'm trying to balance so many considerations here of not repeating the same deck, but also not repeating the same deck to the point that I end up dying, and there's a lot of considerations going on. Also, like, it doesn't necessarily help. Not that this is like a huge problem for me, by the way. I will hasten to say that before I continue the sentence. But it also doesn't help that, like, a lot of the comments are like, I don't like it when you do the same thing constantly. And the other comments are like, if you have to do the same thing in order to win, do it. It's fine. So I kind of got multiple different voices saying different things in my head at all times. And also the comments as well. It's ancient synergy. It's a lot of damage in the battering ram there. I think the most interesting thing about that is just it, like, one spell weakness almost would have been enough to blow up the boss. Food for thought, I think. Again. Perfect. Offering past a Crypt Builder. I'm just gonna get as much armor as possible and use the battering ram for the kill here. $852 damage. Yeah, that'll do. It's like, it's fine, you know? Don't have any summon effects in this deck. Don't have much mana. Don't need rage. Well, it is 14 extra damage. Maybe I do need it. Okay, I might need it. Here's the reason. Seraph the Temperate we'll have the where are we? We'll have the Cuddle Hex on the top floor, so the sap turns are going to be split between the Cuddle Hex and my bottom floor. But if Cold Kellier is not doing enough damage, that is, if Cold Kellier is sapped, or Tethys, God forbid, is sapped enough to not be doing any damage on the bottom floor, then they won't strike. And if they don't strike, they don't frostbite. And if they don't frostbite, I lose. I'm going to take the Dark Deal, and I will permafrost it, probably, if I get the opportunity. Take the draw there. Not a huge fan of how little money I'm about to have going into this Merchant of Trinkets. Yep. Definitely didn't like that. Okay, champion. Damage spells on this floor. Cost -1. It's very helpful. I'm gonna take this. I think I will be able to either remove the spells that still have a cost or lower the cost of the spells. Non-boss enemy unit center with spikes 5. That will actually ruin our day. Because we need the where are you? We need Cold Kellier. And Cold Kellier is going to sweep all enemy units at the same time. And if all of them have 5 spikes, Cold Kellier is taking a ridiculous amount of damage every turn. Armor wouldn't have mattered to me at all. Unfortunate. I want the draw, so we'll put the offering token, offering monument down first. Ooh, going past the Titan Sentry on the first cycle is rough. That's a kill there. Gilded Wing dies before it gets to the top floor. Deal for removal. Okay. Not what I was looking for there. It's 80 damage though. It's almost enough. I think I just get the Guardian Stone down. Accept the damage. Just let the Frostbite kill each of those. Okay. Titan Sentry takes the rightful place at the front there. Start cycling past each of these. Great. Frostbite's doing real well, I'll say that much. Frostbite is very, very performing. It is extremely performing. It's extremely annoying. Cuddle Hex is safe on the top floor. Yeah, it can kill you with the Palm Break. As soon as the boss turns up, everything is fine again. Alright, use Dark Deals to kill the enemies here. Seems way better. Yeah, it's just about setting up as much. Hang on. Battering Ram is still in the deck. Okay, we did get Crypt Builder. Great, great, great. I'm going to intentionally hold so that we get the Battering Ram now. Just see if I can at all get enough armor to blow up the enemy. Doesn't look like it. But if we get that Rail Beater, though, that's what I'm going to be looking for in the final shop, almost certainly. Really? It's better than Cold Callia. I can't replace the Guardian Stone with that. Honestly, don't think I can even put it down. I'm happy, because otherwise, this run is very similar to the last one. Don't need any of that at all. Take my little extra money there. I can dupe another Battering Ram. Sure. You got Merchant. Place 2 spell weakness to enemies whenever they enter the room below the pipe. No. Roll. Ah, the end of turn. Frozen cards reduce to 0 cost. Neat. I could take that. Now get a Battering Ram. Merchant of Magic for reducing the cost of these. We'll re-roll and then reduce the cost of the other one as well. Alright, Seraph, let's go. Hopefully I get the Cuddle Hex relatively early so that they start splitting the sap across different floors. Titan. Monument. Tethys. There we go. Armor. Lance. Lance. Break. Armor. Offering didn't get us anything there. Take a lot of damage to this enemy. I'm gonna take a lot of damage to it anyway. Let's get the Cuddle Hex. And I'll use this just to kill one of them. Remove some of the damage I'd otherwise be taking there. Never mind. Looks like I actually get to remove the enemies here instead. Old Kelia, when I have exactly not enough energy to cast it, is rough. But yes, as you can see, they're now applying sap on this floor as well. That will mean occasionally that I need to pop a different spell up there, but hey, if it's got to happen, it's got to happen, you know? I'm going to cast 3 spells from here. Yeah, I'm going to cast 3 spells before I get my Corkelia, likely, so I can put the Guardian Stone down early. 1, 2. It's gone. Now I can put down Corkelia. You don't have much frostbite on you. Because he didn't have Corkelia out, I guess. Oh, I have Ancient Synergy or Crypt Builder to kill it next turn. I'm fine. I'm honestly not going to cast either of these. I think I need to. Let's offer a Crypt Builder. Blow that up. And heck, you too. Keeping the Crypt Builder. Okay. Frozen Ram is really good for taking out these Gilded Wings. I'll actually use that to get rid of that and then just manually cast the Crypt Builder. Sure, why not? Corkelia is no longer dealing damage, which is exactly what I was worried about. Now that I've buffed, everyone's dealing damage again. I'm glad that I took the Dark Deal for that. Although I don't want to cast it that many times, I want to keep as much armor here as possible. Okay. Offering token, past, I guess the one that's not frozen. Just in case, who knows? Might be relevant. I mean, it's almost certainly not going to be, but it might be. You... Fine, I'll give you a little bit more damage. I should keep the dead weight in hand and frozen, because then I just never draw back into it. It's as though I've removed it from my deck, but I've also decreased my hand size by 1. By crypts. I'm gonna battering ram the front line there, because it's very, very big. Threateningly large. There we go. Sets up for the final round pretty easily. I mean, honestly, the Seraph is already dead. And honestly, it's been dead for a while. Let's just see how much we can do with the actual battering ram. Oh! 1,008. Yep, that one'll do. That's a pretty quick Ascent Covenant too, right there. Had a pretty solid game plan the entire way through. Yes, I recognize it's not necessarily significantly different to the past couple, but to be fair, the 2 before this, I had to choose Stygian Guard as my front unit so that I could actually get the experience on Stygian. I randomized this one. That's on the game, as far as I'm concerned. That's not on me, it's the game. There's our win streak too. And a couple more guards get golden. Oh, Wonderbot, you're already up to 8. Gonna have to meet you there. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.